Can you hear me in the back? All right, we're off and running. Yeah, they said it was supposed to be a sunny day today. First one in a while, but we definitely needed that rain. Up until like last Friday, we'd had like 5 days of rain all summer. And it was very, very, very dry. Surprisingly, we didn't get the big fires like we normally do. We only had just a few fires burning up north of Fairbanks. We got a little smoke down here from it, but yeah, because it was so dry. The dust was terrible out here along the road out here. And, you could see a lot of things, changing out here, the way the animals acted. We weren't seeing a lot of animals because it was, so warm out here and dry. And now that it's kind of rained and kind of cooled off a little bit, the animals are a little more active out here. So we've definitely been seeing a lot more animals since we got the rain again. It's been nice last few days. But yeah, the weatherman said it was supposed to be sunny today. We'll see what happens. Like your weatherman don't always tell the truth. So yeah, 9 miles, that's the first place we'll be able to possibly see it from this road. And you can see there's some blue out there. Well, it's kind of surprising though, not yesterday. We didn't see any of it at all yesterday, but the day before, first day, it was rainy. It was raining when we left the entrance, so we got out west and started seeing a little blue patch here, a little blue patch there, and by the time we got to Eielson, the top came out. We saw the top of both peaks, and then it went away pretty quickly. And then the next day, same thing. It was rainy, and got out there almost to Eielson, and all of a sudden it came out in all its glory. We saw the whole thing for about 10 minutes, and then it was gone, and never saw it again the rest of the day. So it does occasionally come out, even when it's real rainy and stuff here. So hopefully one day we're going to get a chance to see it. All right, as I mentioned to you, we're going to get back here about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Even if you don't come back on my bus, at some point in time you're going to get back to this point today. I cover a few things here in the entrance area, kind of give you a little idea what there is around here. So when you get back this afternoon, if you're not all tuckered out, still looking for something more to do, if you're going to be around tomorrow, point out a few things, kind of give you a little idea what there is around here. If you like to hike, there's some trails right here to the right. You can park in either one of these lots here, on the left-hand side of the road or the right. Walk down the tracks here to the right, and on the right-hand side of the tracks, you'll find the trail for Horseshoe Lake. You can hike down to the lake. By the time you see the beaver working in the lake down there. If you don't see the beaver down there, you'll definitely see all the work the beaver have done down there. Moose hang out down there as well. Do be very careful around any moose, especially cows with calves. And then there's a trail that goes up that big mountain you see there to the right, Mount Healy. About halfway up Mount Healy there's a nice overlook that looks out over this valley here to the left. And then we have the roadside trail that you can kind of see here to the left. Kind of started out there in the canyon out there where all those big hotels are. And it comes up through here, goes to the visitor center, then it'll cross the road, go all the way up to park headquarters. Denali is a mostly trailless park, so if you're looking for established trails out here to hike around on, really only the entrance area here, Savage River, and Eielson Visitor Center. That's really the only places where you'll find any established trails out here. Now, there are a couple of social trails out here that have developed over the years. You find a game trail, but if you're looking for trails, well, those are the places. Otherwise, the rest of the park is, find your own spot, blaze your own trail into the wilderness. Now, up to our left over here, not this building, but the bigger one you see back there in the forest, is our visitor center. Visitor center building is closed for the summer, but the rangers do have a presence there. They are set up outside the main entrance there. They have a few displays. They're still doing a few ranger programs. If you have a national park passport, there's a stamp there available. They're there to answer any questions you might have about the park. They're open from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock each day. And then there's also an Alaska Geographic bookstore located there as well that sells books about the park and Alaska. And they have a few souvenir odds and ends. Hours of operation of the bookstore are 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. As I mentioned, moose back there. Definitely want to watch for moose all along the pavement here. Anybody still not seen a moose since you've been in Alaska? Yeah, a few of you have. Have you been to Anchorage? Yeah, you didn't see a moose in Anchorage? Really? Wow. That's probably the best place in Alaska to see a moose is right downtown Anchorage. Yeah, they like the city. They like the security of the city, and what they really like though is your grass and your flowers. And when you go out to the greenhouse and spend all that money on those fancy ornamental trees, you plant a new tree in your yard, within a couple of days they'll usually be in your yard eating it up. So if you drive around Anchorage, you'll see people putting fences around their trees. That's why they do that, to try to keep the moose from eating their trees. Well, hopefully we're going to find one out here today. We saw quite a few moose yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty banner day for moose. I think I saw like 7 moose yesterday. We're starting to see more of them now that it's getting closer to August and beginning of the breeding season and all that. So we start to see more of them out here as we get into August and September. But watch around the entrance area. This spring, the cows came down in the forest here to have their calves because they feel a little more secure down here in the forest around people and structures. So watch around the bus depot, the visitor center. If you're camping at Riley Creek Campground, the campground, walking on any of these trails around here, because there are moose in the area. And a lot of times it's cows with calves, so be very careful if you do encounter anything along any of these trails here at the entrance area. Hopefully we're going to find one somewhere along here. Like I said, definitely keep watching all along the paved portion of the road. I think saw 6 of the 7 I saw yesterday were on the pavement.